Ava, and today we're going to do a little science experiment. What sinks or floats? Let's begin.
All right. So what kind of items do we have on our tray?
We have a spoon with salt on it, a cork, 2 pennies, a seashell from Amelia Island from our trip, and an eraser, a sponge, and an apple.
Awesome. All right, Alyssa, I'm going to have you start with a spoonful of salt. Do you think the salt, how do you think the salt is going to react in the water?
I think it's going to sink.
Think it's going to sink?
I don't agree.
You don't agree? You think it's going to float, or do you think it's going to do something else in the water?
I think it's going to go out and then sink.
All right, don't spill it in the floor. All right, let's pour that in the water and see what happens.
Yes, I was right. It sinks.
So it sinks to the bottom, but let's keep an eye on the salt because I wonder if it's actually going to stay there.
Wait, it's coming up a little bit. It's up. It's up. It's coming up.
I think it's probably, we'll keep an eye on that and let's see
It's
what
going
happens.
Like this.
Okay, Ava, what item do you want to try next?
I want to try the cork.
All right, Ava, do you think the cork is going to sink or float?
Float.
Oh.
Sink. I don't agree. I think it's going to sink.
You think it's going to sink?
Yeah.
All right, Ava, put it in the water. Let's see what happens.
It floats. Wait. Right. It has holes in it.
But it's a cork.
It's wood. I forgot that.
All right, Alyssa, which item do you want to pick up next?
I want to try the apple.
All right, do you think the apple's going to sink or float, Alyssa?
Float. I think it's going to sink.
All right, let's add it gently to the water and see what happens. What did it do? It sunk to the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right, Ava, what do you have next, baby?
I want to do the eraser.
Okay, do you think the eraser is going to sink or float, Ava?
Sink. I don't agree. I think it's going to float.
All right, let's see.
Yay, I was right.
What did it do? It sunk right to the
The
bottom.
salt is getting on it. The salt's getting on it.
That's okay, sweetie.
It's just the salt.
All right, Alyssa, what do we have next?
Pennies.
All right, hand one to your sister, since there's 2 of them.
Okay.
All right, Alyssa, what do you think the penny's going to do?
Sink. Sink.
All right, let's see. Put them in there.
Yay! Because when we've done where we put the money into like where and there's water and then it sinks to the bottom.
Awesome. Yep.
Like in a well.
Right, like in a well. All right, Ava, what you got next?
Sponge.
A sponge. Now, is that sponge wet or dry?
Dry.
Okay, so do you think that sponge is going to float or sink?
Sink. Float.
You think it's going to float? All right, let's take a look at the sponge and see what it does.
Wait.
What's happening to the sponge?
It's floating. It's floating. It's absolving.
It's absorbing.
Absorbing.
Yep.
But it's still floating.
It is floating right now. Let's keep an eye on that because do you think it's going to continue to float when it's full of water or do you think it's going to sink?
When it's full of water, it's going to sink.
We'll keep an eye on it and see. Have there been any changes with our salt yet? Is our salt still there?
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah?
But it's like going everywhere in the bowl. Like it's,
Yeah. All right. I think we have one more item, Alyssa. What do we have there?
Seashell.
Can we see that?
Uh-huh. It has 2 holes. But one thing.
All right. So, Alyssa, what do you think is going to happen when you put that seashell in the water?
It's going to sink.
It's going to sink? Ava, what do you think?
Don't agree.
You think it's going to float?
Uh-huh.
All right, Alyssa, place it in there. Let's see.
Yes.
Sank!
Because it had holes in it.
Yes.
And a button sinks because it has holes in it too.
And a button sinks too?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Can we try this?
So look at that. So some of our hypotheses were correct and some were not. Yeah, you can place the spoon in there. Do you think the spoon's going to sink or float?
Float. Float.
All right, let's see.
Yay!
Awesome job, girls.
Oh my jeez. It's starting to sink a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so we did a great job on this science experiment.
The cork is just chilling.
It's just chilling. All right, ladies, you did such a great job with your science experiment. I think the next thing we're going to have to do is the effect of liquids in liquid.
Uh-huh. Hi guys, now we're going to talk about effects of liquids in water.
And what do you have in your measuring cup, Ava?
I have oil,
And what's in your glass?
water.
Now, do you think if we pour the oil in with the water, is it going to mix or is it going to stay separate?
Separate.
All right, let's see. Pour that in there.
Wait.
Do you agree or
I
disagree?
agree.
You agree.
I agree.
Nice and slowly. Let's see what's happening there.
Yes, we were right. It didn't
Yeah,
mix.
look how the oil stays on top of the water.
That's so cool. It's
That is
because
so
it's
cool.
vegetable oil.
Yeah, because it's going to be a more dense liquid.
Yeah.
All right, Alyssa, what do you have for us?
I have Kool-Aid.
Liquid Kool-Aid. And what's in your glass?
I have what?
Now, do you think that the liquid Kool-Aid is going to mix with the water, or do you think it's going to separate like the oil and the water?
Mix.
All right, let's see. Can you squirt some of that Kool-Aid in there for me? Ava, do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Get it open. Wait, is this new, Mommy?
Mm-mm. It's already open. Do you need some help?
I got it.
There you go. All right, just squirt a little bit in there and let's see what happens. All right, that's good. Let's see.
It's mixing.
Is it mixing together?
Yeah.
It sure is.
It looks like so yummy. Wait, but it's like reflecting in the thing.
It is,
Now
yeah.
I can see it better. Now it's red water.
So why do you think the oil stays on top of the water,
Because
but
it's
the
more
Kool-Aid, that's right.
it's more dense. And then why the Kool-Aid not in there is because it's supposed to, because you're supposed to drink it.
Yeah, you're supposed to drink it. So it'd have to mix. You don't think you'd want to drink that oil and water mixture right there? No, that probably wouldn't be so yummy going down, would it?
But we like to put vegetable oil in our foods.
Yeah, we do cook with it sometimes. All right, ladies, you guys have done an excellent job today with your science experiments.
Thank you.
Tell everyone thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, hey guys, remember when Alyssa poured the salt into the bowl of the water and it sunk to the bottom? And when we went to clean out the bowl, the salt wasn't there anymore. It dissolved. And that is an example of a solid mixed with water. Thanks for watching. Bye.